Chapter 7. The trouble with X-ray machines is people aren't allowed to lie down and go through them. I wanted my mom to lie down and go through the X-ray machine. That way I would have been able to see her being a skeleton. That's what X-ray machines do. They see right through the outside of things and show you all the bits on the inside. Mom said we are only allowed to put our bags and jackets and shoes through the X-ray machines. But the trouble with bags and jackets and shoes is they don't have skeletons in the middle, which means they're not as good. Once we'd put our bags in the X-ray machine, we had to walk through a special rectangle that bleeped if you were carrying daggers or machine guns or swords or keyrings with monkeys on. When I went bleep, I thought I was going to be arrested and sent to prison or something, but when the X-ray man found my keyring in my pocket, he let me go free. Which is really lucky because prison is nowhere near as good as Spain. After I'd stopped bleeping, my mom made me put my monkey keyring in my rucksack, and then we went to the airport shops. I couldn't wait to spend my holiday money. The trouble with airport shops is most of them don't have scuba gear in them. Or small yachts. Mom said that if I saw anything else in the shops that I want to spend my holiday money on, I should let her know. But I couldn't see any harpoon guns or jet skis or ice creams with bubblegum in them either. I did see a strawberry cornetto that looked quite nice, but Mom said I wasn't allowed ice cream at 6 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't allowed an underwater wristwatch either, or a basketball net. In the end, I decided to save my holiday money until I got to Spain. Which is lucky really, because I didn't know at the time that I would need it for the kittens. The trouble with seats in airport lounges is when you try and lie across 3 seats at once, the gaps in between make you feel all uncomfortable. Mom said I should sit up nicely and listen for a plane to be announced. But other people were lying all over the seats, and they were grown-ups. One man with knots in his hair and a giant rucksack was lying across about 6 seats, so I didn't see why I couldn't. Except I thought I'd fall through the gap, so I did sit up in the end. The trouble with airport announcers is they always say the wrong plane. Loads of planes were taking off all the time to loads of holidays all over the world, but none of the announcements were for me and Mom. That's the trouble with announcements. They should do the Spain ones first. Mom told me that our flight number was MLG452, and that as soon as our plane had been cleaned and tidied and filled up with petrol, then there would be an announcement for us to get our plane too. I said I didn't mind going to Spain in a dirty plane or one that didn't have much petrol in it, but Mom said that wasn't a very good idea. So we waited, and waited, and waited. Until, just when I thought it would never ever happen, it did. The lady doing the announcements actually announced our actual plane to actual Spain. Time to go, Daisy, said Mom. We need to go to gate 53. Gate 53 is where our plane will be taking off from soon. The trouble with gate 53s is they feel like they're about 53 miles from the airport. Mom said it was nothing like 53 miles away, but it felt like ever such a long walk to me. That's the trouble with small legs. They start to ache much earlier than longer ones, especially if you're carrying a rucksack. Except that's when I realized I wasn't. I wasn't carrying my rucksack at all. I'd left my rucksack under the seat in the airport lounge. The trouble with leaving rucksacks under the seats in airport lounges is you're not allowed to do it. We ran and ran and ran all the way back to the lounge. But when we got to our seat, there were about 5 policemen moving people away from my school bag. At first, I thought someone had tried to steal my monkey keyring, but then Mom went really red and said that the policemen were checking inside my school bag for a bomb. The trouble with bombs is they can blow up, so I would never ever put in my school bag. Plus, I don't know where to buy bombs. Mom knew that because she's my mom, but the policeman hadn't met me before, so she had to tell them, which made her go even redder than red. At first, the policeman did loads of frowns at her. Then, before they gave me my rucksack back, they checked my mom for bombs too, in front of loads and loads of people. Mom said she'd never been so embarrassed in her life. which is probably true. Then there was another announcement, except this time it didn't say the name of our airplane. It said our names instead, in big loud words right across the airport. Quick, Daisy, said Mom. It's our last call. Run as fast as you can, or we're going to miss our plane. The trouble with missing your plane is it means you will miss your holiday too.
Finish! See you next time. Bye!